Hi guys, we're back at the course, and what I want to focus on now is just how to put. I'm opening this eyeball so this can now be seen. How to put forums into an assignment, or excuse me, we're going to work on forums and the grade book a little bit. I don't want to get too deep into it because it's really just something that you're going to have to play around with. But the first thing you want to do is add a forum. And you just want to put your name in here. So we'll put test, and we'll put MCS test forum. I always like to put the name forum in there just to help eliminate any confusion. And here's where you would actually put your questions. Please respond to, again, you can see many examples and models of that in the English 1 lesson. You don't want to force anybody to be subscribed. If you know that they're going to be uploading anything, sometimes you can actually have kids turn things in. They can actually attach Word documents in a forum. So if you are going to be doing that, I would raise the amount of megabytes they can have. And then you don't need to mess with any of these things. I mean, I wouldn't put them in groups. Now, if you want to put them in groups and have your students respond in groups, you would put them into groups, and you could separate into groups, and it will just do that for you. I'm not doing any grade on this, and I'm going to put this back to no groups. I generally don't use groups. I just have them post their group name or the members of their group in their post. But it's certainly a feature you could use. So you want to go ahead and save and display. Just go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. And I've got a video exporting, so that's why my internet's running a little slow. Alright, but there it is. I mean, it would be a lot bigger, and then you just teach students how to add a new discussion topic. Now, let's just talk about a couple of things. There's a real reason why I don't grade or put grades on forums. It doesn't mean you can't grade forums, though. There's a couple different ways to do an assignment. You can do a couple different things. You can, you can have where they have to turn something in, so they actually click on the link and it asks them to upload. So maybe you have them turn their papers in here. You could do online text, but generally what I do is I do upload a file if I want them to turn something in, or an online text if you just want them to answer a question right there and turn that in. That's not these three are the main ones that I'm using. But let's just do online text for the first one. And I'll give you an idea of what that looks like. So again, you got to give it the name, MCS test assignment. And this is when they're actually going to turn something in. This isn't just you giving direction. This is actually going to be a grade in their grade book. So you only create these when you are actually going to give them a grade. And there's a million ways to skin a cat. So let's say you have them doing a paper and the rubric is worth, let's say 15 points. If you want to have it only, they have to turn it in between a certain time, then you would set these. I generally disable them, but that is one way for you to manage late assignments. So that's certainly here. If you wanted kids to be able to resubmit, let's say they turn something in and then they wanted to re-edit, then that would be your decision here. If you wanted email alerts every time somebody turned an assignment, you would set that. And then if you want to comment in line, I always do say comment in line because this way you can actually go into their assignment that they're turning in and actually make comments right in the middle of their writing. So that's a nice thing to do. So I don't think there's anything else that you need to look at. And then you just save and display, and I'll show you what that looks like. Oh, it wants some directions here. So here's where you would actually give the assignment, the directions for the assignment. You could possibly put a rubric here. I mean, you could do all sorts of things right there. And then you save and display. And again, I'm importing a video, so it's really slow. All right, so their directions would be here, and then what will happen is as students turn in their online assignment, what will happen is you will go in here, and as people turn their assignments in, I will be able to grade this. And if they actually turn something in, which they haven't, obviously, okay, their information would be right down here, right? And you could actually go right into it and actually grade it, okay? You can actually give them their final grade here. You could grade it right here. You can actually copy and paste a rubric right here with your feedback. So if you are using a rubric, go ahead and just fill the rubric out for every kid. Copy and paste it here, all right? And then you just always want to save changes, but I'm going to cancel for now. So that's a really kind of a real basic, quick, down and dirty about how to grade. You always want to allow quick grading. Always, always, always. It will make your life easy because you can do it both ways. You can grade right here and give them their comment, or if you wanted to go in and make those inline text, like I said, their assignment will pop up here, I promise, and you could go in and make your corrections and you can grade from here. There's really two ways to grade. So you can do it real quick or you can do it long. If I was using a rubric, I would do it this way. If I was just grading a forum, I might just quick give them a grade and a couple comments. So it really depends on what it is that you're grading. So that's really a quick down and dirty for forums and assignments. I do want to jump back to forums really fast. I wish I had mentioned this before. When you're teaching your kids how to use forums, one of the things that's going to be really hard and difficult to manage is kids can't spend a long time writing their answers, okay? They have to be pretty quick about it, all right? So one of the first things I would teach my kids is if they were answering this forum, their answer, and they were typing their stuff, blah, 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 I would always highly encourage your kids to always copy and paste, and you too, copy and paste their answer before they post. You also want to teach your kids to, I don't want email posts of this forum. That's very important, or you'll get bombarded by a billion posts. So the easiest workaround is to always remember to copy and paste. The first time your kids lose their answer, they probably won't forget. The long-term fix is to actually have your students in their Google Apps create their answers on a Google Doc, not a Word doc. And it's important because if you copy and paste from a Word document into the Moodle, HTML will follow. Okay, it'll be a big garbly goopy mess, I promise you. Okay, and you don't want that to happen. Let's see if I have just some little thing here. So I'm just gonna go down here, do new. I'm gonna do goobly goop, right? I'm doing a Word document. If I copy and paste that into the forum, okay, please let it happen or I'll be upset. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'm gonna post to this forum, and then I'm gonna come on, do it. Don't mess up this video. Thank you. And then you want to just, so there you are, and there's my answer. Please let the HTML be there and not make a liar of me. See all that mess? That's from a Word document. You don't want that. You want them to either compose their answers in Google Docs. That's really the best way so that they can edit them, work on them. You don't really want students actually answering their forums in the actual forum, if that makes sense, because you know they'll take too long, it'll time out, and they will lose their answer. So if they forget to copy that, or they don't do it in a Google Doc, there's a good chance they'll lose their work. So I hope that helps you think about some workarounds and some things to be thinking about when you start having kids get on your forums. All right.